Welcome, one and all, to the Donkey Kong Legacy. We are playing through a whole bunch of Donkey Kong games to get ready for Donkey Kong Bananza. Yes, I know Donkey Kong Bananza came out a while ago. I like playing games well after release, so you can all join in and watch me after you've played it. You're not going to spoil it yourself. But welcome to the Donkey Kong Legacy. If you are familiar with my history with Donkey Kong, it's the first videos on my YouTube channel. It was also the first videos on my old YouTube channel that we don't talk about. But I have been a diehard Donkey Kong Country, I'll say, fan since I was a kid. The first game came out the year I was born. Fuck, I'm old. The first country game, not the arcade one that we're doing today. So, I have loved Donkey Kong Country games since I was a wee little baby. Donkey Kong Country was the first game that I played. My parents were gamers of the arcade, and then they bought a Super Nintendo, and I had that when I was born. And I was, a 2-year-old slapping the controller, having no idea how to control the monkey. But the monkey made funny sounds when he hit things, and they would go, oh, and you'd get sad, and like Diddy would throw his hat and get mad. And I loved that. I was like clapping at. And so basically Donkey Kong Country is the reason I got into video games, which caused all this fucking mess. Damn you, you stupid ape. But as someone who is very, very excited for Donkey Kong Bananza and very excited to get into it, Donkey Kong Bananza, based on, it's the first 3D platformer in a very long time. It's DK's second ever 3D platformer. It's been a long time since DK's had a game at all. It's 10 years since Tropical Freeze. 11, actually, I think. So I think it's a 2014 game. And also, as you've seen with the Switch 2, Donkey Kong's gotten a redesign. We first saw it in Mario Kart World, even. We saw it before even Bananza was a thing that was going to be announced. So it feels like we're really entering a new era of Donkey Kong with Bananza and the Switch 2. So I figured, as someone who loves Donkey Kong, this is the right time to appreciate the history of Donkey Kong through all of the platforming that really has come to define what Donkey Kong is. Donkey Kong's had a lot of other different games. He's shown up in a lot of Mario games. Literally the, first game with Donkey Kong is the first game with Mario as well. They're pretty tied at the hip there. But Donkey Kong, as what he's known as now, is a platformer. We're getting ready for a new 3D platformer. So this is a perfect time. I've wanted to play through a bunch of Donkey Kong games again. I did playthroughs of Donkey Kong Country games as the first things on this channel when it was just me recording it. 10-year anniversary of me being on YouTube. I also did the Donkey Kong Country Trilogy again. I just like playing these fucking games, and I want an excuse to play all of them. And I've wanted to do it for a while. There's a couple of games in the franchise that I haven't played. There's a couple of games that it's been a while since I've played. And there's some games that I've never touched, but I know things about it through osmosis. So this is the perfect time, I feel, to appreciate all of the history of Donkey Kong. We're going to go through a legacy, which I am. By the way, if you're wondering, yes, I'm stealing this idea from Maximilian Dude. Maximilian Dude also likes doing this kind of thing of doing a legacy of a brand new character's coming into a fighting game for the first time in a while. It's like a crossover thing, or we're getting a new sequel to a game in a long ass time. Max also does this, and this is where I get the idea from, and also the name. I think even Simmons did a Donkey Kong Legacy, but I think he only did a couple of country games, and that was it. I'm going pretty deep in. We are not going to play every single Donkey Kong game. We're sticking to the platformers, and we're sticking to platformers that I'm considering effectively their own games. This is still 15 games. So we're going to start with the arcade era, which, as you see on the screen, is what we're doing today. Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong Country Jr., and Donkey Kong Country 3. Where the arcade's where he started, and the thing that put Nintendo on the map outside of owning brothels and trading cards. Then we have the biggest era of Donkey Kong. The era that most people think of when they think of Donkey Kong, The era that has defined a couple of childhoods, mine especially, the rare era of Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3. Donkey Kong Land, the Game Boy games, 1, 2, and 3, which are different games. Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3, and Lands 1, 2, and 3 are different games. Lands 1, 2, and 3 are very much inspired by their SNES counterparts, but they couldn't repeat them and they don't even try. They're their own games. They get more similar to the SNES counterparts as the trilogies go on, but they're still very different levels and very different designs. Then the rare era ends with Donkey Kong 64, a game that I've not played, but I'm on the internet. I hear about the I'm gonna use the word reputation that game has as being a god-awful clusterfuck nightmare of a collectathon. Possibly the game that killed the collectathon genre by being so goddamn over the top. And then, Microsoft bought Rare and went on to do fantastic things with that company and didn't let their acquisition go to waste like, Microsoft would have never done that. So then we kind of enter what I'm just gonna call the post-Rare era, because calling it the weird era feels mean to pee on. So, we have then the post-Rare era, which is Donkey Kong Jungle Beats. That is the platformer game that uses the DK bongos from Donkey Konga, the rhythm game. And then it moves on to DK King of Swing and DK Jungle Climber, two games made by Peon that are puzzle platformers. For a long time, I wasn't going to include them in this because what's the climbing version of Quop called? It's basically that. That monkey climbing game from Astrobot, it's kind of that. But then I figured if I'm playing the game that has me hit DK Gurp, basically, yes. If I'm playing the game with the funny bongos, I might as well include the puzzle platformers. And also there's a detail about one of them, or possibly both of them, I don't actually know, which is also another reason I'm including it. And also, including their box art in the thumbnail perfectly fills out the thumbnail, because the number of games that I had without them was awkward, and the shapes of the box arts was awkward. So I included them to also fill out the thumbnails. So that's the post-Rare era. I'll be nice and call it that. And then we have the final era until the new era, the Bananza era, I guess we're calling it. I don't know. The final era, the retro era, which is really short. It's only 2 games, but it's the comeback of Donkey Kong Country. It's Returns and Tropical Freeze for Donkey Kong Country, which people were just like, yo, Donkey Kong is back. We're getting new country games. And then they went 10 years without releasing another one, and now we're in the Bananza era with Donkey Kong Bonanza. So we're going to go through all of this. We're going to go through all of these games to get ready for Bonanza. Appreciate the history of what Donkey Kong is, to see where into the future Donkey Kong is going past here. I'd also just be curious to actually go through this and see to what extent the Donkey Kong Bonanza honors this legacy. Because if you don't know, Donkey Kong Bonanza is made by the same devs as Super Mario Odyssey. It's the same team within Nintendo. Teams within Nintendo are, notorious for not being super open about who works what. Nintendo are like Disney. They like keeping things being made by Nintendo or made by Disney. They don't like telling you who makes who. But it's the same team within Nintendo. That's, company, team, name. That made Bonanza, that also made Super Mario Odyssey. And if you've seen Odyssey from the very first trailer that they showed, that game has the Metro Kingdom. A kingdom that is a love letter to Donkey Kong Arcade. It features an entire festival replaying Donkey Kong Arcade and being themed about it. It's the first Nintendo game to bring back Pauline, the girl that you rescue in Donkey Kong Arcade. So we have a team who has this love letter in a Mario game to a Donkey Kong thing. I mean, it's also a love letter to Mario because Mario's in Donkey Kong. So I've seen some people just be worried that this redesign of Donkey Kong, abandoning the Rare design, is Nintendo trying to bury the history of Rare and bury Donkey Kong's history to try and soft reboot it. Just based on which team within Nintendo is making it, though, I don't know about that. Because there's also other aspects of Mario Odyssey that are a love letter to a lot of other parts of Mario. Mario Odyssey, it has a lot of reverence for Mario's history. So I'm curious how much Bananza is going to do that for Donkey Kong's history, despite it also trying to be clearly the start of a new age of Donkey Kong. And what better way to do that than by playing through Donkey Kong's history? If you can tell, I'm making this intro very long-winded because we're playing 3 arcade games today. This is probably not going to be super long. So there is that. Nintendo, EPD, and 1UP Studio are the teams involved for completeness. There is also... I'll be honest, I've seen mixed information on this. I've also seen mixed information on this. The team within Nintendo for EPD, who made Odyssey, who have made Bananza, apparently their first game as a team in Nintendo was under a different name, but it was the same quote-unquote team. And it was Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. That game that I said was the platformer with the funny bongos. Again, Nintendo's not, like, I'd have to beat the games and go through the credits and see if the names match up. Because they don't, like, openly advertising it because it's Nintendo. Jungle Beat is made by Nintendo, different letters than EPD. EA something or whatever. But apparently that team is EPD. They just got renamed. But also I don't know if it's like, the higher-ups, like the the directors and producers created a new team and all the people underneath it are different. I don't know, because it's Nintendo and it's confusing. But apparently, according to some sources, it is the same team. So if the first game that they made was Jungle Beat and they move on to Odyssey, they like Donkey Kong. they made a platformer with funny bongos. they saw bongos were used for rhythm game and said, but how do we make like a DK platformer? And then they did that, and then they did Odyssey, which Odyssey rules. It's not my favorite 3D Mario game, but it fucking rules, and I'm not gonna deny that. So we're gonna start today with the arcade games. I have touched Donkey Kong in the past. I have indeed touched Donkey Kong in the past. The original Donkey Kong arcade. I don't know... I know I've touched it as, like, a virtual console thing. I've never, like... It's never been a thing that I've, like, loaded up on my own. But I know it's a thing that, like, I've gone to other people's houses and they've been playing it, and I'm like, oh, let me jump in. I know this first stage. You jump with the hammer and stuff like that. I know I've never beaten it. I guess the most time I've spent with this game is 75M on Smash Brothers. But I remember when I was younger that there was a takeaway food place that me and my parents loved going to that had arcade cabinets. And I distinctly remember one of them was Galaga, because my stepdad loves Galaga. And we were playing on that. And I want to say the other one was the arcade game. And I want to say that's like... It was seeing that my mum said, oh, look, you know that Donkey Kong Country game that you played when you were younger? This is, like, the first one of those. Because I would have been, like, under 10 at the time. But, so I, like, didn't know history about anything. But I'd played Donkey Kong Country. But I don't know if that was at that takeaway place or somewhere else that I've, like, seen a Donkey Kong arcade cabinet. I don't know. My memory's bad. But either way, we're gonna do those. And who the fuck has touched Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong 3? Who the fuck has played those ones? No one. So we're gonna do that. This will also start the very funny trend you're gonna notice across the Donkey Kong legacy of a number of games not having Donkey Kong be playable. Hell, he's not even in a number of them. This first one included. Look, it's the Donkey of the Kong! It's the Donkey of the Kong! But it's like, no, this isn't Donkey Kong. This isn't the Donkey Kong from the other Donkey Kong games. In 2015, Nintendo EAD and Nintendo SPD were merged Nintendo EPD. EAD took, Tokyo was responsible for Jungle Beat. EAD Kyoto was responsible for the rest of Donkey Kong. And that was Studio Shigeru Miyamoto worked on. Okay. There you go. So one of the teams that merged into EPD. Okay. This is very confusing and makes a lot of sense. My control. How do I control arcade games? How do I control arcade games? There we go. Okay, thank you about the rewinds. Thank you about the rewind feature. Watch out for the flames. Oh no. I'm so good at arcade games. Okay, yeah, I know about rewinds. Can you stop telling me about the rewinds? I've been playing some games on the arcade thing, and I'll be honest, these games have a lot of pop-ups telling you about controls, and they're really fucking annoying. So if I grab this, ready? So I know this stuff because of Smash Bros. Yeah! Yeah, let me go! Let go! Oh, shit. Ready? Whee! Yeah, I jumped over the barrels! I jumped over barrels, let's go! I'm so good at Donkey Konging. Look at me go! Look at me go! Yeah! Got it. Okay, go. Go climb! Woo! Whee! Yeah, I did it! I beat the first level. I beat the Donkey Kong. Oh god, now the game's hard. Oh no. Wow. Alright. Oh, you can get crushed. It turns out you can get crushed. This is where the real Kong begins. So my mom was like, it's 3 arcade games. How long could it take? And then I realized, wait a minute, I've never played these games, and arcade games are like notorious for being hard. Okay, maybe I should go down the bottom there. Fucking Mario. Okay. Oh, there's also like lives. Oh, there's also lives. So chat, are we expecting me to be able to beat this within the amount of lives that we actually have? Or for me to try and get extra lives? Or do I save scum it? I don't know how hard this game actually is, I'll be honest. I don't know whether this is like really it's an arcade game, it's meant to chew your pennies. I don't know whether it's like actually meant to be like fucked hard or not. Oh Jesus. Donkey Kong, calm down. Calm down. I have 2 M's, is that 2 Marios? Oh no, oh no. Jump no! Chat, I'm bad at arcade Donkey Kong. I also don't know how many points do you need? How many points do you need to get lives? I don't even... Oh, arcade games, you're so inscrutable. I've not been Donkey Kong arcade, so my experience it hard. Cause I'm just like, it's 3 arcade games, how hard could it be? Like, it won't take long, because, you know, these games are short. This game is 4 levels long. And the levels are like a minute if you beat it. You go on YouTube and a long play of this is like 7 minutes long. But also, what if it's fucked hard though? Do I try to get the points to try and like get lives? Or will trying to get points be the thing that kills me? I didn't jump. I didn't jump. I didn't jump. At some point, I will get past the first obstacle. At some point, I will... Oh, come. There's no coyote time. There is no coyote time. The game says no. This is also alcoholic. If you're wondering why my face is going red, this is alcohol. I have plans for banana daiquiris for the rest of Donkey Kong, but I figured that would be inappropriate for today because the banana fetish has not begun yet. That begins in Donkey Kong Country. Mario learned how to land it with his knees. This is Mario as a realistic plumber in his like mid-30s. Whose knees are so fucked that it's like, I hopped off a step, but I didn't bend my knees, so therefore I'm in the hospital now. Ba-da-ba-bum. Will I beat this level by the end of today? How about instead of like, will I be a master of the game by the end of today? How about that much? That little? I figured I'd have a little bit of leeway. Fucking Mario. Okay. Mario. That is in precedent time. Okay. 10,000 points for extra life, but you can change settings to the plus. I gotta beat the original Mario game, honestly. I can't be cheap. Asshole. RNG. How dare you? There we go. Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-bum. So just based on time bonuses, I might get an extra life by like the last level. I am too used to modern platformers expecting like any level of momentum off a jump. Actually hard to rewire that in my brain. Go, Mario, go. Wow, Go, 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 go! Oh, come on! Come on! I was like a frame away. Donkey Kong! Donkey Kong, come on! I'm like pressing jump. And it's like, I swear Mario falls off before he's I think up there. No, crying and peaceful the mercy of Donkey Kong. Okay, never mind. It's gonna be one stream per arcade game because it's gonna take me that long to beat them. Is it worth trying to get the hammers? How many points do I get? Okay, it's 500. It's probably worth trying to get the hammers then. I imagine using a hammer, I'm getting enough points out of it to try and like make up for how long it's— oh dear God. Okay, come on! Calm down! Oh my God! Bruh! RNG, come on! Oh, for fuck's sakes. I'm sensing bullshit. I feel like I've got to also— I feels like the longer you're in a level, the more fucked it gets. That's what I'm also feeling. The longer you're in a level, the more, like, assholery it gets. How many points is the umbrella worth? 800. I feel like if you're a pro, you make that jump there and it's like sexy. Flame, go away. Is this always a safe spot at the end of the ladder? It is, okay. Yeah, you just have to, yeah, you have to time that pretty, like, carefully. Hey, I got 10,000 points. Oh, is this only 3 levels? Is this only, I thought this was 4 levels. Oh. I'd like to, oh no. Is it only, yeah, because this is the last level, isn't it? Because you drop out all of these things and then the platform falls on his head. I didn't, oh. Oh, I thought that was 4. I didn't realize it was only 3 levels. Well, there you go. I did it. 75M just is the bastard child. It is just 75M that's the bastard child. JP version has 4? I'm missing secret Donkey Kong tech? No. Do I have the JP version on my Nintendo Switch Online subscription? I never realized. The legacy has started and I'm already missing exclusive content. Oh no. Oh no. One of you go down. Okay. Oh, the double barrel. So I'm Super One, which is why they put it in Smash. Really is the case, huh? See, the real thing is that for me to actually finish the legacy, I need to beat, like, high scores. Like, I need to beat... Who was the guy who cheated on Donkey Kong? I say that like he was in an affair, like, a romantic relationship with Donkey Kong and he cheated. What's the guy's name? Billy Mitchell! How do I exit back to a thing? How do I switch online? How do I get back? How do I... There it is. There it is. To game selection. How do we escape Kong? I pressed buttons and then it worked. So like we're not doing Donkey Kong Jr. math. I don't think that's important for the legacy. Where is... I didn't realize there was a 4th secret level in the Japanese only version. Does anyone see Japanese Donkey Kong? I'm not seeing any Japanese Donkey Kong. Can I play Japanese Donkey Kong? Or do I have to download a special thing for that? The ever-exclusive, elusive 50M. I must... Like, I've got Japanese games here. Can I press this? How do I play Japanese? How do I play it in Japanese? I don't see any Japanese versions of it. I see Japanese games, but I don't see Japanese versions of this game. I want to play 50M. So yes, this was to Japanese. That is worth trying. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's go to... Where's language? How do you do language in this? I have no idea. Support. Don't look at my internet settings. Chat, look away! Look away, chat! I have no idea how this works. Region! Wait, no, region. Japan! There we go. Bound by annual let's restart the console. Okay. Okay. I accept. Take me to Japan! Take me to Japan! we're gonna get 50M. Is there unique stuff for the other two, for the next two games in Japanese as well? Is there unique stuff for the arcade versions of 2 and 3? Well, Junior and 3, because I didn't call it 2. You know how video games have always had, like, weird naming schemes, and now half the time they don't even, like, include all, like, the proper numbers? Yeah, it already started with this. Alright, will we get a new level? Will we get a new level? Let's find out. Will anything change? Whee! And whee! Whee! There we go. 50M. It is not 50M. Nothing has changed. Let's go. Nothing has changed. Let's go. All right. 50M doesn't exist. We're playing Donkey Kong Jr. now. Now Mario is evil and has captured an animal and is whipping other animals. I do remember, yes. They actually reused this mechanic in one of the Donkey Kong games. No, I hit a claptrap! No, I hit a claptrap immediately. I'm bad at Donkey Kong Jr. Oh. Go. Okay, whoop. Oh, if fruits hit, they do extra things. Okay. There we go. Okay, jump! Whee! Yeah, let me go! I'm Donkey Kong Jr.-ing. Wait. Oh, I didn't get anything for that. I did it! I did it! There we go. Oh, I should you have to make a separate Japanese eShop account and do it. Oh, not appear in the family computer. Not appear in the family computer NES version of Donkey Kong, presumably due to commercial limitations. The original Donkey Kong edition for the Wii did a 3DS. Sport unlike the arcade version, Donkey Kong says noticeably still as he is considered background, so it's focused on objects. Okay. I didn't realize there was so much secrets behind the first game in the Legacy. I didn't realize the first game in the Legacy already had so many secrets. Damn. I should have done I didn't realize for some reason though, just like, yeah, oh. I didn't realize they just decided, yeah, for some reason, like, the West doesn't get a quarter of the fucking game. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that. They're putting in the research. Endless Kong tech potential. So we're playing now as Donkey Kong Jr., the child of Donkey Kong. Mario is evil and has kidnapped the poor Kong. It turns out this still isn't Donkey Kong, by the way. If you're wondering if Donkey Kong Jr. is indeed Donkey Kong, no, still no. Still no. This is still not Donkey Kong himself. We will not be seeing Donkey Kong himself in the DK Legacy today. Not today. Alright, we're gonna beat the trilogy and then we will like cut to secret 50M tech. We will beat the trilogy and then cut to that. I have a Japanese account on this. I just don't know if I could, like, how long it would take to down. Oh, no. No, my nuts! I hurt my nuts. I just don't know how long it would take to download. I have a Japanese account, but I also don't know if it's, like, I think it's eShop ready. Fuck it, continue. I think it's eShop ready. I think it is. Chat, I'm really bad at Donkey Kong. Chat, it turns out arcade games are hard. It turns out arcade games are hard. Similarly, it wouldn't even work if we get the Famicom. I would need the Nope. I thought I was getting Famicom Online. Isn't that what it said? Both of you put like paragraphs in chat at the exact same time, so I'm probably getting them confused. So the Famicom app doesn't have it. It's not in any version of like Nintendo Entertainment System or Famicom like home computer. It's not in either of those. At least this DK can grab stuff, like this character can grab stuff in midair. He'll report it to Famicom or that. Okay. So it's only in the original edition for the Wii and 3DS. Oh, god damn it. It's only the original edition for the Wii and 3DS. Okay. There's so many. We're gonna get so many secrets along the way in the DK Legacy. There's so many secrets everywhere to be found. That's why we have to play Tropical Freeze on the original Wii U and then do an entire playthrough on the on the Switch to do the funky mode. Found out play Japanese NES games, Deku. Found out that wouldn't even work. Okay. Okay. You know, I'm just gonna die again. I can't beat this if I die this many times on the first level. It won't work. Turns out arcade games are hard. I can't believe I've been lied to by, like, children's entertainment in the 90s of, like, how easy it was to beat this stuff. I know these are arcade versions of games, so it's a bit different. But I will say, I have a playthrough on my channel of playing the NES Zelda. And if there's one thing I can definitely say, playing NES Zelda did really make me realize to what extent, like, that game is pretty major for the NES. Like, how big NES Zelda is and how much shit's in it. It's so massive a game compared to other NES games at the time. I mean, like, I know Super Mario Bros., which is not an arcade game, has, like, fucking 8 worlds as well, but, like, it's easy to see why, NES Zelda was, like, took off of just being like, oh my god, games can do this kind of thing. I need to jump at that, like, the moment that it appears without a bird shitting on me. So how do I actually do this part? I'm not actually sure how to get past this. I made it! I made it! Let's go! Oh god. I'm scared. I'm scared. Go, go, go! Yay! Let's go! Second level down, let's go! Alright. Mario, what the hell is wrong with you? Mario, what is wrong with you? Junior's last stand. Is this the origin of Hothead? Oh no. You know the Hothead item in Smash Bros? Is this the origin of Because it kind of looks like it. Oh no. Jump. No! Okay, head slow. You can't standing jump above it. You have to run and jump against it. Alright, okay. Go again. Go again. Does this game also have a secret level that's only on the 3DS? Does this game also have that we have to worry about? What is the sound effects happening here? Fuck, look at this thing at the top. Look at this one. Alright, going out. Okay. Go, go, go! Yeah! Let go! Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. The Space Invader rules. Hothead's first appearance in Super Mario World uses Sparks. Later appeared in Super Mario Bros. USA and Yoshi's Island. Ah. This game feels like a notable step up in difficulty, I'll be honest. There is actually 4 levels here, though. We are actually doing 4 levels here. So thankfully we're getting the true Kong experience today. With this one. Who's excited for Donkey Kong 3, though? Who's ready to play as Stanley? Of all levels, however, not the second is not in the Atari version, the third is not in the ColecoVision or in television ports. Man. So the whole idea of, like, are you getting the whole game? Well, it depends on what version you buy. That's just always been a problem with video games, so. So making sure you have to buy the right version of a game, so make sure you get the right levels, or fucking certain versions of the game. Like, different versions of the game don't, no, there is a complete No! I somehow made that. Honestly, I don't buy it. I don't think I made that. That doesn't feel earned, but I'll take it. God damn it! God damn it! I was like, so close. True Kong as over pure and uncut. I do not want to think about whether... I don't want to know whether Donkey Kong and Waluigi have that specifically in common. They've never made it easy on us. Oh, video games. What I'm learning today is that video games have always been like this. Again, I already know this is not the only example of this in the Legacy. I think of something like, oh, do I ever want an LP treasure, like Captain Toad Treasure Tracker? Well, I better have the Wii U and Switch versions of that, because the Wii U version of the game has unique levels. The Switch doesn't, and vice versa. Because when they ported Treasure Tracker to the Switch, they didn't just add levels because of Odyssey. No, they had to remove the levels that were from 3D World as well for some reason. They couldn't just have them all be on there. No, that wasn't enough. This particular one that keeps moving up and down is particularly devilish. This is a particularly devilish trick. I'll be honest, the hothead stage seems like an easier one. Requires like better reaction times, but it seems to be way more predictable. And the part of it that isn't predictable is like the blue spark, which seems to be like fine enough to navigate around. Are you gonna come up here? No, okay. Go away. There we go. Easy! Easy! Why'd they give Mario a whip? Why does he have to have a whip? Why is that? Like, Donkey Kong kidnapping a girl and running up a building. It's just like, yeah, he's an animal. Like, animals just, like, do that sometimes. Well, not that, but, you know. But Mario is a goddamn man, like... D games have filled with a habit of strangling mounted its difficulty curve already. Again, the more I learn about how things are different, the more I learn about how things are the same. I mean, that's also been a big part of, like, Donkey Kong's history compared to Mario, is that the DK games were always known as being the ones that were a step up in difficulty compared to Mario. If you wanted an NES if you wanted a Super Nintendo platformer with a bit of spice to it, you get Donkey Kong over Super Mario. So I guess we're still a thing back in there, something Pokemon trainers. Yeah. Yeah, whipping animals is like normal in the 80s. Yeah. I completely didn't even see that one. My bad. Whoops, I'm dumb, as it turns out. Yo, let's hear it for dumbassery. Yeah! Let's go. I mean, this is still definitely, like, I'm definitely enjoying myself. I'm definitely enjoying myself. There is definitely an element of just, like, enjoyable, like, platforming, the way that platformers do in this. Like, this doesn't feel like raw, pure, unfiltered bullshit. It feels like, you know, a challenge that I'm seeing in front of me, and I'm overcoming it as a platformer. Go, 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 go! What are the birds? Okay, the birds just go off camera. Go, 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 go! 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 Run! Wait for it. Let's go! Let's go! Wow, Donkey Kong Jr. strong. He caught his fucking dad. Let's go! I did the Donkey Kong! Oh, wow, it's immediately a step up, huh? And Mario fucking died! Let's go! Is this the game where Mario commits egregious animal cruelty? It absolutely is, Crafts. Look, he's whipping, claptraps? I think they're meant to be snakes, but they absolutely look like claptraps. I'm also doing that too, because it's alright, Crafts, don't worry, Mario is fucking dead. So, Mario has paid for his, villainous ways. Mario has already suffered for his crimes, it's okay. Oh no. Oh no. Whee! Whee! Claptrap from FNAF? Don't even remember the... From Donkey Kong Country. Snapjaw and Nitpicker? I was about to say, isn't one of those the fish enemy in DKC 2? That's Lockjaw. Actually, no, Snapjaw might be the invincible one from Slime Climb, actually, now that I think about it. It's actually Claptrap from Borderlands. It's actually Claptrap from Borderlands. Borderlands 2 LP win. I've heard Borderlands 2 is basically the best one. Though apparently people have been saying that 4, the recent one's actually really good. Damn it. Apparently Borderlands 4 is really good. Apparently, like, 3 leans into a lot of bullshit that people don't like about Borderlands, and then apparently 4 is actually, like, pulling it back and taking it back to, like, what people liked about 2. But we did it! We did it! We've done a Donkey Kong 2. We did Donkey Kong Jr. From what I heard, Borderlands 4 is egregiously horrid optimization. Oh. Oh. Beautiful, they remember how to make a good video game. Just poorly optimized. Anyway, the original Donkey Kong 3! Is this Stanley the Bugman? Is that what this one is? That's this one, right? This is Stanley? Right. This is a game about a man named Stanley? Right. He shoots monkeys in the butthole with gas? Oh my god. How do I... Phil had Randy to tell me to get better computers. Oh, Randy. How do I go up? Oh, you literally press up. Okay. This feels way more chaotic and confusing compared to the previous ones, I'm not gonna lie. This one feels a lot harder. Mainly because the controls feel a lot weirder. I don't... Is it bad if he gets all my plants? Oh! Oh, he knocks down the thing and then I get like superpowers. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, and I get extra points for all of that. I got it perfect! Let's go! I got the superpower and now I seem really strong. I got the buff and this is the same level. How many? Oh, there's bees now. How many levels are there? What is this game? Why should Dong Kong and his hunky dong? I'll be honest, I don't know. Oh, okay, so it falls down to the bottom. Okay. I need someone to actually look up like what the goal of this game is. Is it just 2 levels and that's it? Have I beaten the game already? I don't even know. Because if I just kill him fast enough, I just get the things back. Because it looks like we just do 2 levels, but... This one's very confusing. Because I get the power from the previous level, and then I just completely fucking murderize him. And then I just win. You just get the power up and you just instantly win? Okay, the colors are changing. Oh, the bees are really bad. No! No! I got hit. The layout has changed. This feels like it could be final level. It's the 4th level, right? That's where these games end? Oh, fuck. I got power up! Beat him! I kinda did not realize this is what DKC3 was. I knew you played as a bug guy that you sprayed stuff. I didn't realize this was what this was. This is just the same levels again. And I've got the power up, so I just shoot. Okay, I'll be honest, the first two, I can see some merit to them existing. In terms of, like, I get why, like, this is enjoyable. I get why this is, like, a thing that people played when they were, like... I understand why this was, like, a revolution for the video game industry when it came out. Maybe there's a reason this one's never been mentioned again. Because I just stand there and I just shoot the shit out of his ass. And now I'm on, like, 73,000 points. Because it's so easy to just immediately kill. Like, the levels are super. That doesn't even seem to be, like, a big climactic final level. It's just... Oh, I got hit. What is this? Like, did I beat it? Like, the enemies are changing, but is that just, like, the equivalent of when you, like, upgrade, like, finish the previous ones? Yeah, very simple, because it requires the player to gather points, like, as the objective rather than a specific ultimate goal. There are 3 screens per level. Once player completes all 3, they return to the first. Okay. Okay, so this is literally the entire game. Like, it says the point of this game is to get points, and getting points is easier in this than any other. Like, look how quickly I'm tearing through the levels, and just time bonus is just... I'm at 100k now. Is it possible to lose? Well, I'm literally getting points faster. Like, I defeat him so quickly. I don't even have a chance to die, and then I'm getting like, lives again. What is... this one's a bit of a mess. And by a bit, I mean, what, like a lot? It's just too easy. Like, enemies get harder as you go on, but, like, you activate the wind, like, every time, like, if I die, like, without the power-up just appears again. And getting the power-up is really simple. As the game adjusted in some way, there's no way this was released to arcades. Why is that game over? I still had, excuse me, I still had 10 lives. Why'd the game end? I had 10 lives. The game said, 10. The game said I had 10 lives left. Why'd the game end? Why? I'm confused. I am confused. I am unsure of what's happening. So that's Donkey Kong 3. That's Donkey Kong 3. Like, the first two I get. The first two, it's like, oh, time your jumps to get over things. Work out, like, how to get across things when you, like, you have the limited movement. Oh, if you want to go for points, you got to go out of your way to do some extra things and stuff like that. Like, this I get. I get why people would, like, try to go for points in this. I get why this was popular when it came out. And there is, like, a rudimentary level of fun of just, like, playing an old game and, like, playing it for these two. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? I am... I mean... This is why this character never... This is why this never came back. Like, the first game started Mario and Donkey Kong. The second game introduced the idea of Donkey Kong as a playable character. And introduced the obsession with bananas. This has never been referenced again in human history because who the fuck cares about Stanley the Bugman or whatever? Whatever the fuck he is. Anyway, what we're gonna do... to round out this first episode of the DK Legacy, I knew this one was going to be a quick episode because it's 3 arcade games, but also the works out well for me. I've been having a lot of issues sleeping lately and I'm very tired. We're going to cut for a second, we're going to come back, and we're going to find the elusive, the forbidden 50M. So I'm going to discuss with chat how to do that, and then we'll cut back to the YouTube video of playing 50M. We'll see you soon. Yeah. And we're back! Look what we have. Thanks to the Internet Archive. Give money, donate money to the Internet Archive so they can continue existing because copyright laws are bullshit. We're playing in browser, which was weird to set up, on the Internet Archive, Donkey Kong Arcade. As you can see up above, pressing 5 is insert coin, because we're playing on Mame. 1 is one player, and arrow keys to move and jump. So we're doing one player. Oh, this has the intro. Oh, you can wait. Sorry, you can't hear it. Shit, you can't hear that. It's all the classic cutscenes. Oh Jesus. Oh, this is the classic arcade experience. With really, really bad sound crunching. This feels... Oh god. This is way harder? This is way harder, also way louder. Also way louder. But I was altering volume controls. So I see that now, I'm just like, oh yeah, because the monkeys like stack on each other when they go up. And also like, those barrels are what cause the flames. Okay, cabinets instead of more chance like a bunch of coins. Yeah, it really is, huh? Arcade version's fucked! Alright, insert more coins. Alright, let's go. It's got cutscenes and everything. That's like, because it shows that, oh yeah, that's why it's all broken. And then it gets really annoying sounds. This is the struggle we need to go through to get to the elusive 50M. Sims play Bino Arcade all the time. Can I drop the hammer? No! Maybe Donkey Kong 3 is actually really hard on the arcade version. It's a shame we'll never find out. It's a shame we'll never... Oh my god. It's a shame we'll never know. Just to what level this is significantly harder is just baffling. I know arcade, so it's like Penny Muncher, but like fucking hell. I beat the other one so easily. Is this why Nintendo don't release this version? So gonna be some BS to say. We're not gonna beat 50M at this fucking rate. We're gonna see 50M, we're not gonna beat the fucking thing. Double barrel jump! Let's go! Oh, backwards! Let go! Let go! 50M, here we go! Oh, it's like the last level. Oh, it's a different version of what the last level is. Okay. That's probably why they're more okay with not even bothering to include it. It's just a variation of the final level. Okay, so if you hit one of those, run across, you don't have time to walk back. You do not have time to walk back. coming, Pauline! I'm worried about these two up here. Oh, here we go. Murderized. Uh-oh. That side of the screen is slightly fucked. Not gonna lie. Go! Almost ran out of time. Almost ran out of time. You need to do multiple playthroughs to actually unlock the actual level, so you have to go through 2500. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, 50M is like super. What do you mean? How is 50M the? How is 50M the biggest secret in Donkey Kong history? You go 2500, then 2570, 500, 25, and then you get to. Why? My God. Why is 50M the biggest secret in Donkey Kong history? I had the hammer! But you need to line up the hammer properly. Oh, okay, there we go. How do I... What? Do I have to wait for the whole register time? Do I have to wait for the whole register time? The name was registered. There we go. There we go. Why is 50M so exclusive? Why did they make it so hidden? Why is it repeat playthroughs unlocks more earlier levels? Why is it not like, oh, the more you beat it, the harder, like, later levels you unlock? Why is it, oh, beat it more times, you unlock more earlier levels? Why? Increased difficulty? But they add more difficulty to the... I'm so confused. I'm so confused. This is so confusing. This is why they never re-released this game. This is why they never re-released this game. Because they didn't want people to realize how fucked up they were when they first started. This is why when they re-release this game, they just do the NES version that's like a normal fucking video game. And not this, which is like Geneva violating. Sorry, I'm point farming. There's a learning experience. Sometimes Lost Media sucks. I just want to climb the back. I just want to climb the ladder. Why do you unlock 75M before 50M? It's so... Why is 50... Why... It's like they knew. They wanted to make the hardest level to unlock in this game. The one they didn't include in the NES version. What the hell? And this is why this stream will be 3 hours long. And this is why this stream will be 3 hours long. Unless people are okay with me looking up a video, because honestly, because, So, you know, I was gonna come away from today by just playing the NES games, just being like, I get why people enjoyed Donkey Kong. Like, for the, like, one of the first video games that, like, had any form of, like, widespread popularity. I know it's not, like, one of the first. I know there were other arcade games, but, like, you know. It's still in the fucking 80s. It's still in the first, like, decent amount. Japanese level set does just go 2550, 7500. I guess it's meant to be easier for international versions. That'd be a verse to a video. Okay, if the Japanese... Okay, can anyone find the Japanese arcade version online to play instead? So we just beat 25M once and then we get to 50M. We will learn all the different ways of approaching the possibility of getting to the ever-elusive 50M. Because apparently 50M is gaming's hardest hidden secret. Or I just beat 7 levels in a row right now. And then beat 50M with how many lives I've left. Like, this is 50M, but it's not the real 50M, you know. It's so funny how much we're learning that so much of the shit that's in video games from today has just always been what video games are. Different versions having different level, like, kinds of content in them. Different versions of the game, like, giving you access to different things, or just being, like, weird region differences. This is just what video games have always been. Video games have never not been like this. Trademark. Well, I'm fucked. Well, I'm fucked. We'll be back if we can find a Japanese arcade version of 50M. Or with a YouTube video. We'll work it out. And we're back! Hopefully, I found something that said it's the Japan version of the game. We're gonna see if it works. We're gonna see if it works. This sound quality on this one is horrible. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, man. But we'll see. Oh. Let's quiet that down a little bit. I've lowered the volume so much. How is that still the loudest sound effect in the world? Go, Mario, go! I jumped way too early. We need to beat this to see if it has the real 50M. Apparently, Japanese version, the second level is just that you don't need to worry about unlocking it by playing it repeatedly. This is our journey. Our journey for 50M continues on random websites named retrogames.cc. I guess you're gonna be as jank as possible. That's how you know it's legit. Go, 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 go. Uh-oh. Double! Okay. Will we get a unique 50M? Or is this website lying about being... Oh my god! Oh my god! It's so beautiful! Oh, it's got... Oh! It, like, moves us forcefully back and forth. With, like, cream pies? Oh my god, and the... And, like, the ladders, like, safe and not safe. No! Conveyor belt level. The secrets of Yeah! We did it! We did 50M! Let's go! We found the secret 50M! It's the conveyor belt level that I beat on my first try. I'll be honest, this version of the game seems to be maybe not as well randomized. No! Hitbox, I don't believe you. Hitbox, I'll be honest, I don't believe you, Hitbox. I don't believe that hitbox to be real. This feels a lot easier. This version feels a lot easier. Gotta be honest. Maybe the sound of these horrible fucking shoes is giving me the power. Devil the weapon to beat it in a minute. Look, this is what it means to be a gamer. We persevere and we conquer. Feels a lot less horse shittery. The vibes are different in this version of the game. In this version of the game, God doesn't hate you. I may have died. I may have died. I don't have a good strategy for this level. The flames are hates you a little bit, but you know, it wouldn't be Donkey Kong Arcade if it didn't hate you at least a little bit. Okay, that seems like a loop that was... Hell yeah, let's go! We did it! We beat Donkey Kong! Again! Let's go! Let's go! And so with that, I think our journey through the Donkey Kong arcade trilogy is complete. With dying and eating shit. As is per the usual when you play the old arcade games. Oh, right, we have to name our character. We get so many characters. Look at how many characters we get. Look how many characters we get. I can call myself so many things now. I can call myself so many things. It's hard to... There we go. We did it! We did it! Let's go! We beat Donkey Kong Arcade! We beat Donkey Kong Arcade. We even went so far as to find the hidden secret conveyor belt level that we beat instantly. And this is where the legacy starts. I promise the rest of it will be slightly less scuffed. But is it not playing the arcade version and all of the weird history that the arcade version has with weird releases and different versions? If it isn't at least a little bit scuffed. Thank you all so much for watching. Next time on the Donkey Kong Legacy, we're going to, like, the real start. That feels mean. We're going to what people will think of when you tell them about Donkey Kong games. If they're like a gamer, not like a Nintendo gamer, you tell like the average person on the street about Donkey Kong, they'll probably think of this, honestly. But if you talk to like gamers, it's gonna be Donkey Kong Country, which will take slightly longer than an hour and a half to beat, probably. And honestly, I don't know if we're going to do each of the country games in a single stream. Like each. That's gonna be pushing it. They may not be a single stream each. Those games are kind of the perfect length that it could be a bit longer. Donkey Kong 1 we could do. Donkey Kong Country 1 we could probably do in a single stream. 2 and 3 are going to be a bit different, especially because of how hard some parts of 2 get. And also just 3 has a lot in it. So, next time, we go into Donkey Kong Country to start the rare era. The arcade era is over in a single stream, and the rare era begins next time. So thank you all so much for watching, and until then, this is version 2, signing out.